What's up, everybody? Welcome to our channel. Today's video is going to be labeled why North Miami is my least favorite city in Florida. Nothing against Miami area, I like Miami, but North Miami isn't my favorite. And on this video we're going to talk about why, or I could just show you why.
The one thing we do like about North Miami is the food.
The food? I didn't like that. Do you like that food?
Yes.
I didn't like that word. I didn't like that for anything.
It was awesome.
You think that was awesome? I didn't like it at all. The milk was like nasty. The churrasco was okay. The milkshake was good, but that milkshake was bottled. That wasn't even it wasn't even real. Like, they didn't make that.
Mango's aren't in season right now.
Yeah, but it's the difference between fruit and something that's like salted and preserved and stuff. You like the food?
Yeah. My salmon was really good.
The traffic.
They made the rice. Correct.
Yeah, so the traffic here makes this one of my least favorite places in Florida. North Miami is like a bottleneck of all the traffic and trashiness of all of Florida. Some of the rudest drivers. I might upload a small clip that I recorded. I'm not sure if I will or not. But it's just, I left, the lady was behind me, and she was behind me. You have to wait. Like right now, I have to wait to take a turn. But she decides to cut me off, and she thought she was slick. You know, a young little girl in a little brand new BMW. She thought she was slick, and she was going to cut me off. So she tried to go around me, but of course, I'm in a Yukon that's older, and she's in a brand new BMW. Like, so if you want to go at it, we'll go at it. So I kind of forced my way through, and then she thought she was going to cut me off. So she was already mad because in her mind she thought I was an idiot that she was going to cut off. Like this car's just doing it right here. Same thing this one just did. Look, right there. He just did the same thing. They were behind me, and they got mad, so now they're cutting me off. So people here just jerk, arrogant piece of craps. So just like this car's about to do, pretty much the same thing. Like I'm not like taking forever. It's just I have to wait till my turn. Well, exactly what just happened right there. The little girl did the same exact thing, and she got mad because when I swung around in front of her, and she ended up behind me either way.
They're open 24 hours.
I don't
Good
like that.
to know.
Yeah. So this is just a place where people are arrogant, trashy, just snobby. Traffic is really bad. I think the only place I dislike more than this, I don't even know what, Baton Rouge or this.
Baton Rouge is definitely worse.
Worse than this? No way. Not a chance in the world. But basically, exactly what that car just did. They were behind me. They couldn't wait 2 seconds for me to go, so they thought they were slick and they were going to cut me off. When she did that, when I swung around before she did, then I was still in front of her, so she like was really angry. And then I'm gonna upload the video. When I was turning into the restaurant, there was a pedestrian. What do you want me to do? Run the pedestrian over? She started talking a horn at me because there was a pedestrian. So it's just arrogant piece of crap people that are in a rush to get somewhere. You know, like snobby. I can't stand being around people like that. I think respect goes a long way. And I don't know if you caught how snobby the people in the table next to us were. I couldn't stand it. Oh my gosh, I can't stand people like that. Complaining about the food and complaining about that style, but you don't own the freaking restaurant. If you don't like it, go somewhere else.
Yeah.
How the crap are you gonna be a repeat customer and have complaints all the time? You don't own it. It ain't yours. And despite how expensive and whatever, it's actually pretty trashy. Like, what street is this?
San Sushi.
San Sushi. Well, you can see there's a shopping cart. There were homeless people. There's like a spot that I just, one of these back streets. There must have been 20 or 30 homeless people outside a convenience store, and one of them was begging aggressively. He actually came up and tapped my window.
Yep.
In fact, I'm gonna illustrate. I'm actually gonna go in there, because there's always somebody like that. Did not happen. That's not like that. So there's always one person who says it's not true. You know, like people. That always happens. Anyways, ew. Be decent.
Oh, Starbucks. Next to a Whole Foods. That just raised its property value by
raised how snobby it is.
Yeah.
But this place is a complete traffic gridlock. Like, one time it took me an hour and 25 minutes to get across North Miami. I was coming back from Miami Beach and I made the mistake of coming through here. It looks all fancy and pretty, but just get on some of these back streets and you got all types of trashy crap. When I was waiting for is it 123rd? Yeah. When I'm at the light waiting while this lady's road raging me, I got a homeless person literally banging on my window for money. You know, like, come on, bro. Like, I don't like this place, man. And I got nothing against it, but it ain't me.
Yeah.
It's just too urbanized, too trashy, too expensive. You think of as expensive and urbanized as it is, that it would be clean, but it's not. I literally feel like going back to that was 117th, going back to that street and showing you guys what's going on there. A little convenience store, like 20 homeless people hanging out there and begging aggressively. That's not cool. North Miami is definitely not my favorite, man. I like the Miami area. I like the Hollywood area. Looks like it's clear going that way. Usually it's a nightmare. I don't know if it's the time of day or what. But I'll show you guys some of the more detailed view of the area.
It's called a street. A street called 121st.
You got 117th. I can't stand this place. I really can't, man. I don't have the patience to always be dealing with road raging type people.
Road raging?
Road raging. Put a tropical there?
Yeah.
I think I went. Oh, here it is. This is the convenience store. This is where the convenience store is. By the way, earlier on in the day, this was like packed, like to the gills. Like, watch this little convenience store right here. Like, this was like super packed earlier today. Like, there's cars everywhere, even like trying to pass each other. I guess the rush hour is kind of over. But check out this little convenience store right here. Like, oh, it's all love in the hood.
Oh,
It's all
nice.
love, man. It's all love in the hood. You talking about the hood? It's all love, man. Why are you hating on the hood, Jose? It's all love.
That's nice.
It's the neighborhood hug time. I'm over here dissing the hood, and it's neighborhood hug time, and I'm over here talking. Look at that. See how much of a piece of crap I am? Talking about the hood, and it's neighborhood hug time. It's all love in the hood, and you over here hating on North Miami, Jose. Look at that. You ain't right, Jose. Hating on North Miami, and there's nothing but love out here.
I've got love for you.
But actually, I think, like, the way I look at these places, like, the people that are from here are probably the coolest people ever. It's the one that move in here with like a brand new BMW and think they own the world. I'm gonna pull back over there. Pardon me. Ooh, look at those mangoes. Watch out, put the phone down, put the phone down, put the phone down, put the phone down.
The phone is down.
Put the phone down. Look at that mango tree. Man, oh man. That's what's up. Look at those mangoes. Man, oh man. I'm on somebody's lawn. That's never good. That's never good for business. But this is North Miami, and it's really quiet now. But I don't know. I guess rush hour is happening earlier and earlier every time, because I remember like this was rush hour type of time right here. But it seems like rush hour is already over. Like, it was literally like cars packed all the way to over here earlier. But you're gonna see there's like garbage everywhere. And shopping carts and tall fences. You can kind of tell when a place is kind of hood. But yeah, it was like cars were like backed up, like literally like you couldn't even tell where this parking lot started and where it ended, because there were so many different cars and stuff. And I don't know. Is that a food truck?
Yeah.
Tacos. Yeah, this isn't my favorite place in Florida. I think the traffic here, I guess, is lightened up a little bit. It was chaotic earlier. Are you allowed to turn? You're not allowed to turn that way? Let's see how this car does it. It makes sense that you can go left or right. Let's see. See that car there? The other car honked the horn at it? See, I can't be around people like that. They're just like in a rush and they're always honking a horn at people and they got somewhere to go and they're important and you're not. I can't be around people like that.
Yeah, you can't go left because that's a turning lane.
But see the yellow line? Doesn't it go way over there? No, you can't. Let's see what this. If this car does it, I'm doing it. It's just no turning left. But that's because there's. It's a one way. I don't know. I'll follow this car. If he does it, I'll do it. Can't. No turn on red. That's kind of quite the confusing intersection. But there's a yellow line going from this thing to that thing, which would suggest that you can go that way, unless it turns back over to the right. We'll see. Doesn't seem like you can do it.
It's a line for them across the street.
Yeah.
That car is like, I've had enough of this line.
You give up on it. Like, nope. Yeah, this intersection is confusing. Green light. So I'm looking at the other green light. Yeah, you can't do it. There's nobody coming. What would stop me from just flying across and doing it? Alright. I'll pull you turning in. I guess it just gets crazy during rush hour. I guess it has its idle moments, I guess, like now, when you're trying to show it.
Exactly. Every time you try to show something, it's like, oh no, Jose can't show this.
The car behind me goes, even though I went for a red light. The car behind me definitely went for a red light.
Welcome to Miami, where we blow red lights. I've always wanted to see Las Vegas.
Same here. Actually, I wouldn't even be excited about seeing Las Vegas. And then there's people like this one, they're just like smoking. They don't give a cow. Worry in the world.
I've always wanted to drive along the strip and see if it's really all it's cracked up to be.
I don't care for it. I'd rather be on a mountain in Alabama.